Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome back. We're going to review how to sound out words when we come to them and we don't know how to read them, and our strategies for helping us when we're reading. But before we begin, let's review our keywords and sounds. Mouse, turtle, t, nest, apple, I, rabbit, fish, cat, bat, b, pig, p, leaf, gate, g, sun's, itchy, I, horse. Let's also review the names of our letters. We need to be able to name those letters very fast. We need to know them fast and fluently. R, N, C, M, F, B, T, G, I, A, H, S, P, and L. Okay, now we're going to push and pull our letters, pulling them down and saying the name of the letters, and pulling them up and saying the sounds, the letters that we've worked on so far this year. And you need to have them in this order. So if you have not gotten your letters out yet, you need to pause the video and get them ready. So have your letters in this order: A, M, S, F, P, T, B, I, L, N, R, C, G, and H. If you don't have them out and in this order yet, pause your video and get them ready. Now that you have your materials ready, we're ready to pull them down and say the name, push them up and say the sound. A, I, M, S, S, F, P, T, B, B, I, L, N, R, C, G, H. Now then, I want you to do it with me. Put your finger on your letters and let's do it. But before we do that, I want to talk to you about a couple of things. Remember last week on our letters, we had continuance and we had stops. In these letters, always vowels are continuants. So I and A were continuants. All vowels are continuants. They're all open, they're all voiced, and they're all continuants. But this week, our continuants are L, N, and R. You can say continuants as long as you have air in your lungs. N is a continuant. It's a nasal and it's continuant. As long as you have air, you can make it. Those are continuants. C, G, and H are stops. Those are tricky because we tend to, on stops, want to make an at the end. C is unvoiced, so we don't always want to put an on the end of unvoiced stops. They're a little bit easier. But a voiced stop, like G, we tend to want to put an at the end. G, G. So we have to be really careful to clip that sound. G, G. It's not G. It's G, G. H is a stop too, but it's an air. So it's a little bit easier to not put it's not huh, it's and you can feel the air come out of your mouth. So we really want to be careful on that one. So C, G, and H are stops. Okay. Now you're going to pull those down and say the name and push them up and say the sound with me. You ready? Get your fingers ready. Let's go. A, I, M, S, S, F, P, T, T, B, B, I, L, N, R, C, G, G, H. Now it's your turn to do it by yourself. So have your finger ready. Be very careful when you're making your sounds not to add an on the end of those sounds. Good job. Okay, so we are still practicing that strategy of touching and saying it slowly, and saying it fast like a word. So we're going to practice 6 words today and a couple of sentences. Touching and saying it slowly, saying it fast like a word. The first word that we're going to do, I'm going to model for you what you should do if you came to this word and you didn't know how to read it. And this word is P-I-N. So I'm going to just model this one for you. I'm going to show you what I would do if I came to this word and I did not know how to read it. If I saw this word, the first thing I would do is I would touch each letter and say the sound. In. And then I would say it slowly. Pen. And then I would say it fast like a word. Pen. That word is pen. That's not a pen that you write with. That's a pen that would stick you. Or you could pin up a shirt or stick a pen in a bulletin board. That's that kind of pen. Okay, I'm going to change this first letter. I don't know where my eraser is. And I'm going to change that P to a T. And I want you to build that word with your letters. T-I-N. Let me give you a second to build that word. T-I-N. Okay, now that you've got that word built, we're gonna touch and say together. Say it slowly, say it fast like a word. You ready? Here we go. Fingers ready. Let's touch and say. T-I-N. Now let's say it slowly. 10. And say it fast like a word. 10. That word is 10. That's not the number 10. 10. This is 10, like metal. 10. That word is 10. Good job. Okay, let's change our I to an A. Change your I to an A. Scoot that I up there and pull down an A. Okay, now then, we're going to touch and say. You ready? Get your finger ready. Here we go. T-A-N. Say it slowly. 10. And fast like a word. Tan. What's that word? Tan. That's a color. Tan. Good job. Tan. That word is tan. Good job, guys. Now, push your T up and replace your T with a P. Pull down your P. Replace your T with a P. Okay. Now you have P-A-N. Got it? Now then, we're going to touch and say. Get your pointer finger ready. Here we go. We're going to make each sound. Ready? Pan. Now let's say it slowly. Pan. And fast like a word. Pan. That word is pan. I cook eggs in a pan. That's pan. You're doing great. Pan. All right. Pan. Let's replace our N. Scoot your N up and let's replace it with an M. M. Okay, what's the first thing we do? That's right, we touch and say. So get your finger ready. We're going to touch and say. M. Now what do we do? Okay, get your finger ready. Say it slowly. Pam. And fast like a word. Pam. What is it? Good job, Pam. Good job. You're doing great today. Last one. We're going to take away your P, scoot it up, and pull down an R. Pull down an R. Now what do you have? What are we going to do? Finger ready. Touch and say. Ram. Say it slowly. Ram. And fast like a word. Ram. What's our word? That's right. It's ram. That word is ram. You know what a ram is? It's a boy sheep. It's called a ram. Good job. Okay, you know what? I think you're ready to read some sentences. I'm going to write a sentence on here. All right, I have a sentence right there. 1, 2, 3, 4 words. If I have a group of words together, it's called a sentence. The first word in a sentence always starts with a capital letter, and it always ends with a period at the end. That tells me that that's the end of my sentence, and then I'm stopping. A group of words together makes sense. A sentence makes sense, and it tells us something. This sentence starts with the word a. An, man, man. A man can, and fan. A man can fan. A man can fan. That sentence says, a man can fan. A man can fan. Gotta write another sentence. All right, I've got another sentence. Remember, a sentence is a group of words that make sense and tells a story. So this is the word a. I've got another sentence word right here. An, tan, at, cat, is, at, fat. A tan cat is fat. A tan cat is fat. What's fat? A tan cat. What kind of cat? A tan one. A tan cat is fat. What is wrong with that cat? It's fat. What color is the cat? It's tan. All right, boys and girls, you are learning how to read already, and school just started. You can do some things to help yourself. You can touch and say. You can say it slowly. You can say it fast like a word. You're really, really smart, and you're learning so fast. I'm super duper proud of you. You keep working, and you can watch these videos as many times as you want. You don't just have to watch it one time. If you really want to learn how to read, you can watch it 2 or 3 times if you want to. You go out and make it a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.